Hello, folks. I'm Bud Fields. First of all, I want to thank you for visiting my Facebook page. And feel free at the end of the program here, right at the bottom, hit the like. And don't forget, share this with all your friends. We think it might be something of interest for everybody. Like I say, my name's Bud Fields. I've been doing a lot of podcasts and writing articles. And one of the favorite things that I like to do is all connected with the out of doors and some different programs. And I have with me today a longtime friend of mine, Mr. Bob Off. Bob and I were talking here a little bit ago, and we go back. We were taking turns rowing the Mayflower, coming over to Discover, Indiana.
Yes,
And we've also got with us lovely lady Debbie Lanning, and she's going to be probably trying to keep us in line because Bob's wife was busy today and my wife was busy, so we borrowed Miss Lanning here to keep us in line. And you'll probably earn a big paycheck today. So, Bob, if you would kind of introduce yourself and this program, I think everybody's going to be interested in it.
Well, I'm Bob Oth, and missing my friend Dwayne Davis. He's still down in Florida. But this year we're going to have still going to be the Winding Creek Music Festival, but we put a new little niche to it. It's called the Bigfoot Stomp Weekend. A lot of things are about Bigfoot. We've got Hillary Klug coming, the little gal that does all the dancing there on the. Did that Bigfoot just come by? He's been hanging around here. He's been hanging around since July the 4th.
I thought that was my wife's brother. Oh, she didn't have a brother. I was in error.
I'm telling you what, he's been a real pest.
I bet he has, but he can get by with it.
I'm telling you, and we got pest control coming this year.
Oh.
They're one of the sponsors, and so
affordable
pest control. So
yes.
We're going to put him on Bigfoot. Anyway, we're looking forward to a fun weekend, and as I was saying, Hillary Klug, she's a big hit. She's been one of the larger draws we've had here over the years, and we've got all kinds of bands coming. Cody Norris.
You watch this young lady get up there on stage, and she does a lot of buck dancing. I mean, I lost 5 pounds just sitting there watching her. But there's no way I could do something like that. I can't even walk right anymore, let alone dance and play a fiddle and a 5-string banjo and all that. But this gal is talented.
I guess while we're on the subject, speaking of her, we're going to have the Bigfoot Dance Stomp Contest on the dance floor Saturday night at 9 o'clock while Branded Bluegrass is playing. Mm-hmm. Somebody's going to win this trophy. I made this trophy myself, and I'm going to be delighted to hand that to the winner of the Bigfoot Stomp. If you want some lessons, Hillary's going to give lessons at 10 o'clock here Saturday morning on the Bigfoot Stomp. It's going to be a hoot.
And we're going to have the ambulance sitting on top of the hill for some of the people like Bob and I that can't quite make it.
You might win that, Bud.
Oh, I doubt it.
Yeah?
I just wash my feet and I can't do a thing with them.
So, and we've got the Cody Norris Show. They are hitting the big scene on bluegrass music, making their rounds. We're excited to have Cody Norris and the Cody Norris Show here that weekend. And then for some country lovers, we've got Dave Atkins and Mountain Soul. They got a country sound with bluegrass instruments. They're going to be here Thursday night and Friday night. Mm-hmm. Cody Norris Saturday night. Hillary Klug will be here Friday and Saturday. And I don't know, you see some other people on there that you know pretty well, Bud?
Well, yeah, hey, we've got a local group, Branded Bluegrass. Now, a lot of the guys in this band are family. There's Jesse Norfleet. He picks the 5-string banjo. Great guy. There's Larry Norfleet. He's one of the lead singers, and he plays the acoustic guitar. And his son, Tristan Norfleet, plays the mandolin. And these guys have been around forever. We've known them since they were younger kids. And I'm not trying to overestimate anything, but one thing that I've always remembered Branded Bluegrass for doing, they were great friends of my wife's dad that's no longer with us. Dick worked a lot on their instruments through the years. He loaned them stuff really to promote bluegrass. When he took ill. He was living with my wife and I. We were taking care of him, and it was not lovely. But Branded Bluegrass contacted us, and they wanted to come out and pay their respects to Dick while he was still with us. They brought their instruments out to our house, and we had my father-in-law in our spare bedroom. They stood there for 2 hours anyway, playing bluegrass music. And it's so great because it just happened to be one of the best days my father-in-law had. And he was smiling, shaking their hands. And I think just a couple of days later we lost him. But Branded Bluegrass done that, and we're forever grateful for them. But that's the kind of people bluegrass people are.
And they do bring a lot of energy when they come here.
Oh, yes.
People love them. And we got Brad and Lori, the Mini Opry show. That's going to be a really nice show. They do a good job. And they'll be here, I believe, on Saturday night and Sunday. And then we've got Acoustic Collection. They're a group kind of north of Lafayette. And they'll be coming out playing Thursday. And the Booze Hounds. Booze Hounds are playing everywhere around the state of Indiana and beyond. And they're going to do the workshops on Saturday morning, and we're really glad to have them do that. And then the Cody Norris Band is going to do kind of a different type of workshop at 6 o'clock on Saturday evening, right here on the log cabin porch. And they're going to be, people can ask them questions. They're going to talk about their travels and how to work a single mic. That should be interesting. And the Blue Holler Band will be here. They're out of northern Indiana. And then Cornfields and Crossroads and the Baylor Golden Age Band. And so we got some real treats coming. I guess maybe it'd be a good time to talk about workshops.
Yeah, and another thing too, I'd like to add, Brad and Lori, if you've got a musical instrument, if you need new strings for it, anything, they're going to have a booth set up, and then they're going to have all kind of merchandise, shirts and all that. Guitar strings, mandolin strings, and if you need any work on any of your instruments, Brad is one very skilled Lutheran, I guess is the word to use. I've had guys, I was standing there talking to him a number of times, and somebody come up, my guitar don't sound like it's doing things. Well, mine never sounds like it's supposed to. I mean, I've been accused of playing a guitar like Mel Tillis. When I'm picking, I do a lot of stuttering, but they've left their instruments with Brad, and when they come back, I mean, they couldn't believe it was the same instrument. This guy knows what he's doing.
He's good.
And they're mighty fine folks.
Maybe Debbie here she leads the youth workshops, and she's also president of the Central Indiana Bluegrass Association, and so maybe she could talk a little bit about workshops.
I'm sitting next to the president, so I'm coming up in the world.
Yeah.
Well, for Central Indiana Bluegrass Association, we like to kind of like call this home base for our festival. And so I have a table set up back by the stage, and then we try to get as many members as we possibly can for $10 a person, $15 for a couple. And it helps to keep bluegrass alive. And through the year, we have jams on like the first Sunday of the month. And we have all different ages, and we have folks that are very, very good. We have folks that are just beginners. And that kind of goes back to we like to bring this music to these young kids, and so we do a workshop on Saturday morning. And again, they're all different. They're all over the place. Sometimes they're really, really good, and sometimes they're just started. And we just have some basic songs, and then in the evenings, then we go down by the fire pit, and then everybody can join us and see what the kids have learned, and that's always
that's fantastic. I'm glad to get the youth involved, because
yes,
a lot of the guys now, they're getting up there and they're going to be moving on to heaven before long, and we need bluegrass to materialize and have these young kids. And I noticed quite a swing to that, especially with these workshops developing. 12
and under are free, and even if you're over 12, it's half price. But if you come and participate in the workshop, your whole weekend is free. That's our way of donating back to bluegrass and trying to keep it alive. So we try to keep that avenue open, and try to make it good for young people that want to learn an instrument. And we have all the basic instruments that you can take a lesson on, and even if you don't have an instrument, just come and you can learn how to sing a song.
We just want the kids to hear what a banjo is. I mean, to be up close and personal with it, and to hear what people who and we have young people up on stage or up here on the cabin porch later on in the evening when we do our jamming, and it's, we have some young folks that come up here and really get involved with older folks. So and we all do the same music.
That's one thing I've always enjoyed about bluegrass. I mean, when my wife and I first got married, I was not into bluegrass. I'll be quite honest. I was into the Elvis Presley, Ricky Nelson, electric guitars, big monster amplifiers. And when I met my wife, when I first heard bluegrass, I thought, how can anybody get into this? But the longer I was around it, next thing you know, all that electronic stuff disappeared, and I started playing, or trying to play. Let me reiterate that. Acoustic. And now that's all this radio, this on my radio, and this Dodge Ram behind me. I've got Bluegrass Junction on there. Yep. And my son borrowed my truck once. He said, Dad, he said, is that the only kind of music that truck plays? I said, that's the only thing it's going to play.
Maybe we could talk a little bit about, I'd like to talk about, well, first of all, the camping is free. And this whole area out here is filled with RV campers and tent campers. Not right now, but it will be. But on Sunday, if you want to just kind of sample what it's like here, we got a real special. It's a family ticket for $20. That includes if you want to run the Bigfoot 5K, or if you just want to bring your kids and experience the music, the great food that we have out here. You can walk down along the creek. We're going to have Bigfoot. You can see the silhouettes. He's going to be spread around, and there's going to be a live Bigfoot running around Friday night and Saturday night playing some banjo, and it's going to be a hoot. And half of that money that comes in, and that's 2 adults and up to 4 kids, for $20, and half that money will go to Turnabout. They're a group that helps people with addictions in our community, and we are so glad that we are boarded together with them on this. And Mrs. Kate will be here for a sing-along with the kids, and then we're going to have the Bigfoot Jesus scavenger hunt after Mrs. Kate singing with the kids. And they can win a small trophy like this. And it's going to be fun. And if you like chainsaw art, there's going to be a guy here. His name is Chaz Chavos. He's out of Monticello. He ships chainsaw art all around the country. He does these eagles. Well, he's going to be doing Bigfoot live right here in the shade around the corner. And then we're going to auction off that Bigfoot at 4 o'clock. Bud, you need it in your front yard.
Well, usually
Bring
when
your
I'm out
money.
in the yard, they think I'm Bigfoot. If I'm out there without my shirt on, the hairy chest and all,
Yeah, but you can go to WindingCreekMusicFestival.com, and you can find all this information right there on the website, the bands, the schedule for the workshops. We typically even have a menu on there. You can see what type of food we're having.
Oh, and that's plenty of food down here. Oh, if you go home hungry, folks, it's going to be your fault.
Right.
One of the biggest things that we have that help us is the sponsors.
Right.
Without the sponsors, we could not pull this off. And our local Visitors Bureau is with us on this year, and so is the Howard County group, and they have contributed. So you're going to come and hear some of the best entertainment. I always tell people you can drive all the way to Branson, you can drive to Nashville, Tennessee, or you can come right out here 10 miles west of Kokomo to Winding Creek Music Festival and see the same talent, the same people that go down there are going to be playing right here.
Well, I've always kind of coined a phrase, and You may come here the first time as a stranger, but folks, I'm going to guarantee you, you're going to leave as family.
Yes.
Of course, I was born and raised not too far from this area, and there's been times in the infancy of this program that my wife and I would be out here, and we would be walking from one place to another, and we would walk by a camper, and somebody on the inside that you don't even see would say, "Bud, you want a cup of coffee?" Well, I've never turned down a cup of coffee in my life, and I don't think I'm going to ever do that, you know. But if you get out here, for instance, and you have trouble backing your camper, I would almost bet you money there'd be 6 or 8 people come up and say, "I'll put that in there for you." There's been times that the weather didn't cooperate. Remember when the big truck or the bus got stuck?
Yeah.
There was probably 40 people out there with tractors and getting this vehicle unstuck. And if you ever offered to pay them, they would probably be offended. I mean, bluegrass people is where it's at. They're great folks, and it's been a big thing in my life, and it probably will be the rest of it, you know. And it's always my pleasure and Kurt's pleasure, my cameraman here, coming out here and doing this. Now, we done it when I was working with the Kokomo Perspective. We done it when I was working with the Kokomo Lantern. Now we're just doing it on our own. And even though it's might not be as widely televised, I contacted Bob and said, "Bob, if you don't mind, Curtis and I talked it over. We want to do this again to help promote the Winding Creek Bluegrass Festival and keep this going. And it's going to be on my websites. It's going to be on Facebook, on Bud Fields, and I've got another one that's Outdoors with Bud. This will be on it, and I probably will be putting it up on, you'll probably put it on your website, Kurt Bowman. But folks, if you want to have a great time, come on out here. I mean, plenty of shade. The sun's shining tonight, or today. It's not overly hot, unless you're Bigfoot. I mean, he's probably worked up a sweat by now.
He probably has, and he will be here playing his banjo. And if you're looking for a Bigfoot fun time camping, you might even get a visit on your campsite, and he may come through. So, but don't shoot him. We really like him. We'd like to keep him around, and treat him good. Treat him good, and he'll treat you good.
You love him like your grandson, don't you?
I do. Love him just like my grandson. So, yeah, but it's going to be a Bigfoot time.
Well, folks, if you get out here and you get hungry, like I say, I mean, there's going to be, let's see, cornbread and beans out here, and there's going to be all kind of sandwiches. There's going to be coffee, all kind of drinks, pizza, hamburgers, tenderloins.
We got it.
It's going to be here.
Biscuits and gravy.
Biscuits and gravy.
Biscuits and gravy. I mean, that's continental stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
my little great granddaughter, we babysat 3 or 4 days a week with her. She always comes over the house, and I asked her, "Do you like milk?" and all this, and I said, "Do you like biscuits and gravy?" She says, "Papa, I love biscuits and gravy."
Yeah.
And I like the hot Jimmy Dean sausage with my gravy. She wanted to try it, and I thought, well, she's only 3. She loves biscuits and gravy.
You got her spoiled, bud.
I do. And she'll probably be out here dancing on the floor.
I hope so. Maybe
That'd be
she win that
wonderful.
trophy.
That'd be wonderful.
She'd never let me live it down if she did.
Maybe we get Curtis out there dancing.
Well, if you got that ambulance down there closer with the paddles, I might even try.
Okay.
But folks, I guarantee you won't have to listen to me play a guitar. Thank God for that.
Lots of shade. So
Anything else we need to cover? Debbie, do you got any?
I think we're good.
Well, I tell you,
Church on Sunday morning.
I want to.
yeah,
Yes, church on
yeah,
Sunday
that's going to be a
morning, yeah.
nice church service
Yeah.
Sunday morning at
Yeah.
9 o'clock. You can get here earlier than 9 o'clock and bring your chairs. Don't forget your chairs if you come to the festival.
Yeah,
A lot of
yeah,
shade where
chairs.
you're sitting. Guarantee it. If it's 90 out in the sun, it'll be under 80 in the shade. So
Right.
it's a good time.
And you're going to hear the best entertainment, meet the best people. You might even run into me and Bob, and your buddy.
And we'll get Dwayne to
Wait.
shake your hand.
Dwayne, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But folks, I want to say once again, thanks for visiting with us, and like this and share it with all your friends, and let's get this thing all going big time. And next thing you know, Nashville's going to be telling us that we're hurting them.
hurting them.
Hurting them.
It'd be
Okay.
a great time.
Folks, thanks a lot one more time, and God bless you. We'll see you at the Winding Creek Bluegrass Festival.